Okay, so the 57th edition of the Super Bowl is on today, so we're going to rank everything about it. We'll take a look at what you typically find in every Super Bowl and the aspects that are specific to this year's edition. Alright, here we go. First we have commercials. For the non-football fans out there, Super Bowl commercials are all we care about. Some companies spend millions of dollars to make a memorable commercial that attracts customers, and others spend millions of dollars wasting 30 seconds of our time. Since I'm not a super big football fan, commercials are the only thing that I really look forward to. And hopefully we have some good ones this year too. Commercials are an A-tier part of the Super Bowl. Next are the snacks. Everyone knows someone that is hosting a Super Bowl watch party, and then snacks are an integral part of it. Whether it's chips, nachos, pizzas, wings, or anything that will surely clog your arteries, snacks make up a big part of the Super Bowl. They get a B-tier ranking today. Next up is the branding. The Super Bowl has always kept its Roman numeral branding, which is what makes it stick out compared to other tournaments. Apart from Super Bowl 50, when they use actual numbers, every Super Bowl has used Roman numerals, and if you really don't understand them, this year's is 57. This year's Super Bowl logo is pretty sick, with the Arizona landscape reflecting in the background, as that is where the game will be held. The branding is pretty good, so it can go in the B tier as well. Next up is the halftime show. Another favorite for all the neutrals out there. The halftime show is another big reason why people watch this event in the first place. There's been many memorable halftime shows out there, with my favorite being the Weeknd's in 2021. This year's performer is Rihanna, so expect a big spectacle with some nostalgic songs to accompany it. The halftime show is definitely an S tier part of the Super Bowl. Next up is the actual game itself. The Super Bowl always contains some historic plays, sequences, or moments that live on forever. Whether it's Malcolm Butler's pick in Super Bowl 49 and the Philly special reverse pass in Super Bowl 52, or Aaron Donald's defensive play at the end of last season's Super Bowl, something magical is going to happen and you have to be ready for it. The Super Bowl itself gets an A tier ranking. Next up is the trophy. The winner of the Super Bowl gets to hoist the Vince Lombardi Trophy, football's most prestigious achievement. Honestly, compared to other trophies, it's nothing special, just the football on top of a stand. I think the NFL needs to revise this trophy and use something a bit more creative. If you can throw your league's trophy across two boats, you probably need something bigger. The trophy itself can go into the C tier for now. Now, let's analyze what's unique to Super Bowl 57, starting with the Philadelphia Eagles. The number one team in the NFC this season, the Eagles have been on a tear. From Jalen Hurts to Devonta Smith to Jason Kelce, the Eagles have a stacked lineup that can certainly win this game from the get-go. If we're looking strictly at statistics, the Eagles made the largest year-to-year improvement in sacks. Hurts went 16 for 24 with 2 touchdowns and no interceptions in the divisional round, and their star receivers A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith were 4th and 9th in receiving yards this year respectively. The Eagles are an offensive juggernaut, so I expect them to put up huge numbers in this game. The Eagles go into this game with an S tier ranking. Now let's look at the Kansas City Chiefs. The number one team in the AFC this season, the Chiefs have also put up some historic numbers. Any team that has Patrick Mahomes as their quarterback is already a problem. He did go 29 of 43 for 326 yards and 2 touchdowns on his way to the Super Bowl, and history only tells us that he is capable of doing it again. Mahomes has shown that Travis Kelce is all he really needs to win a game, and having Marquez Valdes-Scantling as another receiving option can be enough to really get them past the mark. Then again, the Chiefs did not have the easiest start to the Super Bowl, winning their games by a touchdown or less in each. The Chiefs team is strong, but they don't look complete, so they'll have to settle for an A tier right now. And lastly, the two quarterbacks, both all-stars, both generational talents, both able to win this game on their own. If you're looking strictly at the stats, Mahomes is the better player, and it's very hard to make the case for Hurts here. It'll come down to whoever has the better game. Mahomes has been here before, he knows what it takes to win a Super Bowl, but he also knows how to lose one as well. This is new territory for Hurts, but someone who believes in themselves and their capabilities is sometimes more important than raw talent. Both of these players deserve to go into the S tier, and I'm fully prepared for an epic battle between them both. And that wraps up our Super Bowl tier list. As a neutral myself, I'm expecting a fun, exciting, intense game between two teams that want to prove that they're the best. My prediction for this game is 34-30 for the Eagles, with Hurts slightly outplaying Mahomes. Let me know what your predictions are for this game, and I'll catch you next time.